How can you turn a volunteer activity around an open source project into a real, profitable, and economically viable product? It's a question many developers ask themselves. They maintain tools used by thousands of people. They spend their evenings and weekends fixing bugs, writing documentation, answering issues. The project grows, the workload too, but income remains stubbornly stuck at zero. And yet, open source brings freedom, impact, and sometimes even genuine recognition. But how do you turn it into a professional project? One that's sustainable over time? One that allows you to make a living without burning out? There are answers. Models that work. Strategies you can adapt without betraying your values. And that's the whole purpose of this video. To explore together how to turn an open source project into something useful, and above all, viable. To illustrate this, let's talk about a flagship example, Red Hat. Red Hat is a company that built an entire empire on open code that anyone can read, modify, and redistribute. In 2019, this company was acquired by IBM for $34 billion. So the question we all need to ask is simple. How can anyone make that much money from free software? Because, yes, Red Hat publishes 100% open source software. All their code is freely available. You can modify it, reuse it, redistribute it. Free alternatives to their products exist and are even encouraged. CentOS Stream and Fedora are just two examples. Take RHEL, Red Hat's flagship product. It's based on Linux, a free and open kernel, and their other tools like Ansible, OpenShift, Podman, or Quarkus are also open source. And yet, Red Hat doesn't sell software licenses. So what does Red Hat actually sell? The answer is simple. A subscription. A subscription that gives access to much more than just code. They offer 24/7 technical support, certified updates, security patches, and long-term support that can last several years. They provide management tools, hardware compatibility, and cloud integration. In other words, the code is free. What they sell is reliability, peace of mind, and security. This is perfectly illustrated by Red Hat Enterprise Linux. RHEL isn't paid for the code itself, it's paid for everything that surrounds the code. It offers full validation, guaranteed backward compatibility, and priority support. It has the exact same source as the free forks, but it offers something others don't. Industrial certification, contractual commitment, a promise of peace of mind. So why do clients pay? Because they want to save time and avoid risks. Because they want a technical partner they can rely on. Because they want to delegate complexity to experts and focus on their core business. And because in the long run, staffing your own team often costs more than paying for support. And this model works. Before being acquired, Red Hat generated over $3 billion in revenue each year, nearly all of it from subscriptions, RHEL, OpenShift, Ansible automation platform. But what makes this model so attractive for entrepreneurs? The subscription approach offers unique financial advantages. First, it creates predictable, recurring revenue streams, unlike one-time software sales that create feast or famine cycles. Second, it allows you to scale revenue without proportionally increasing costs. Your expertise becomes infinitely replicable through support services. Third, you retain full ownership of your intellectual property while monetizing your knowledge. And finally, it builds long-term customer relationships based on ongoing value rather than transactional sales. What Red Hat gives its customers is access to powerful technology without being locked into a closed ecosystem. It's the ability to use free software with a reliable point of contact. It's reduced risk, better cost control, faster deployments. It's the comfort of having someone to call when something breaks. But this model also comes with demands. On the vendor side, strong technical expertise, responsive support teams, flawless quality processes. On the client side, a team capable of interacting with support and enough autonomy to get the most out of the model. So why does it work? Because it's built for critical environments, big enterprises, telecoms, banks, industry. Because it attracts organizations that want to stay independent from proprietary solutions. And because there are other success stories beyond Red Hat, like Postgres with companies like EDB. But be careful, this model has limits. It doesn't fit every client. It requires technical maturity. And you constantly need to prove the value of the service against the temptation of using the free version with no strings attached. In reality, what Red Hat sells isn't software. What they sell is peace of mind, an industrial trust chain, Proof that open source can be professional, reliable, and profitable. So now, what can you do with all this? If you're a developer working on an open source project and dreaming of making a living from it, but you don't know where to start, take inspiration from Red Hat's model. Publish your code, but build value around how it's used. Offer support, integration, security, and most importantly, start today. Even just with GitHub sponsors, a contact form, or a basic support offer. And if you're a company hesitant to adopt open source out of fear of losing control, look beyond the price. Look at the ownership. With open source, you hold the keys. With support, you gain peace of mind. Start by identifying one critical component in your stack and reach out to its maintainers. Because sometimes, a support contract or a contribution is all it takes to turn a risk into an opportunity. My mission with this channel is to show that creating free software shouldn't mean sacrifice or commercial failure. You can stay true to your values and make a living. You can build something sustainable, stable, useful. If you stick around, you'll learn how to design a free product that people love and support, to set up a business model that aligns with your principles, to make the right choices for more freedom, clarity, and independence. I share working models, mistakes I've made, and tools I use. And my goal is simple: help you build a free, useful, and viable project. Subscribe, and let's build a future where open source means autonomy and sustainability. Share your own experience with open source monetization in the comments below. I'd love to hear your story.